Hey guys, so I wanted to get this video of Piper out to you with some context. I think I'm going to do it unedited, so parts of it might be a little boring. But the reason why is this is a 16-week-old puppy that has been working outside for about a week now with us. And she's nervous of barking dogs like many puppies are, like many dogs are. And there is a neighbor that has small barking dogs. They're pretty far off of the front lawn, and it's a perfect way to work with these puppies to get them used to it and do food work in turns. Well, I made a mistake with her. I went by this house and they must have had a friend over because a German Shepherd was also barking in the backyard. And instead of realizing that bark is different and she is putting on the full stop, I should have adapted to that moment better and immediately done a turn, gone in the other direction, and built up her confidence before we got back up to that house again. Instead, I'm in my head, I'm thinking, she's doing so good, we're gonna stay on the sidewalk, we're gonna push through these small dogs barking. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And I didn't adapt to the fact that there's now some random German Shepherd in the backyard barking, and I had her just push through it. That's my point. So I'm gonna show that. And by push through it, I mean, I had to pull her. She's always been very resistant to leash pressure. That's why we took her from a harness to a slip leash. We did try some harness work. There just wasn't enough leadership in that, and she was more resistant, okay? So put her on a slip leash, she was doing much better, but this was over her threshold. And instead of turning and working up to the barking dogs, I decided to try to keep moving and ended up having to just pull her through it, through the tough moment, just pulling her, honestly, and then work her through it when I should have made that adjustment faster. So my point is, everybody makes mistakes. So this should be an example of a mistake that I made and how I overcame that mistake, if that makes sense, as well as explaining what I should have done in the first place. So hopefully you'll see the video and it'll all make sense. Let's go. Good girl. Let's go. Sit. Good. Let's go. Sit. Good. What happened to this? Let's go. Sit. Good. Nice job. Nope. Nope. Sit. Good. Good girl. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Here's where we get in a pickle, and I'm just trying to push through. We've got people in their driveway looking at us, talking to us, two little dogs barking their heads off along with this German Shepherd. And so I'm just trying to get through it without completely dragging her. As long as her little feet will move, we will keep moving just until I can get her to take food. So my goal was just to get on the other side of the vehicle that had pulled in so she couldn't visually see the dogs at the front gate anymore, because that's what was so scary. Good. Good girl. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Good job. Right here, I'm trying to keep a strong motivational tone that's not too serious. I'm just kind of playing around, honestly. Also, this was so stressful for her, I stopped asking for a sit and was just rewarding with food and trying to build some focus back. Let's go. Good. Right now, because we got overwhelmed, the key is to get enough distance to where it's easy again. Just building back up some focus and drive minor anxiety with some vehicles. Just work her. Turn, move when I move, stop when I stop, sit, food. Just getting that focus back again, that confidence back up again before we go and work on this house again. So anytime you get surprised with your dog, this is what you can do. Give enough space to where you can get back everything you need, your heel or whatever it is you're working on, and then go back into the fray. Like, don't just avoid it. She started shaking a lot after the encounter with the dogs. It's something she does a lot, scratch at her collar. So I was discouraging that with a little leash pressure.
Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Big truck playing some cute music. Let's go. Oh, I know, the scary house. Let's go. Good job. Let's go. Good job. Let's go. Good job. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good job. Don't worry. Good job. Let's go. Good.
So this is what I should have done the first time. We're on that same part of the fence. As soon as I heard that big dog bark, we turned and gave space immediately. That's what should have been done the first time.
Oh, I know. A little bit of hiding. Sit. Just went to the wrong side. Good. Let's go. Let's go.
Now, I know you guys can't see it real well, but where you saw that little bit of brown fence, that is the end of a nice house and the start of the barking house. And so we are just doing turn after turn after turn and barely going into that driveway where the barking dogs can see us just a little bit, and just turning off of that over and over again. So it's pressure on towards the barking house, pressure away or pressure off, going away from the barking house, and turns, stop and sit, food, just over and over until there's more focus, more comfortability, and not putting her quite in the same situation where there's people getting out of their vehicle and dogs barking at her all at once. But you just work these situations until the puppy's brain, the dog's brain, attitude, emotion about that situation changes and improves at least a little bit. That's when you move on.